Hello, adventurer. Welcome to the Arcane Ward, a library of stories and adventures of those who came before. Here we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this tale named Ashes to Embers. An exciting narrative of danger, adventure, and humor the likes of which you have never seen before. We thank you, and we hope you enjoy.
Previously on Ashes to Embers. After our party successfully arrived on the island city of Onophrenia and met with the village elders after an epic night of dancing and song and food, our party, one by one, slowly began to meet with the Dreamweaver. First, Viri and Shelby had an intense conversation about his relationship with his past wife Sif, and the relationship he thinks that the Dreamweaver should have with him. Some very tense situations were had, but Virion was able to escape by the skin of his teeth. But as he woke the next morning, a voice echoed within his mind saying, "We need to talk." With that in mind, the rest of our party slowly began to meet with the Dreamweaver himself. First was Min, the dragon turtle, to be able to briefly discuss a little bit about what the Dreamweaver wanted with his friend Ellie. The Dreamweaver made it abundantly clear that he needed to talk with Ellie, and that if the rest of the party did not comply and Elevated was not brought to speak with the Dreamweaver within 24 hours, the party's lives would be forfeit. However, after that, the rest of our party slowly began to discuss with the Dreamweaver. Clayton discussed and had several questions about, well, the situation with Cyrus Sinclair and the undead who had some sort of interest in him. The Dreamweaver was able to provide information and in return asked for one thing and took away Clayton's caution. After which, the final member of our party who wanted to speak with the Dreamweaver entered into the dream space. Said that he didn't really want to talk with the Dreamweaver himself, but wanted to talk with the Lady of Ash. The Dreamweaver complied, and with the magic and power associated with the Dreamweaver, was able to help Sauvage de la Guin tap into the necessary magic to converse with with the Lady of Ash herself. At that moment, back in reality,
Oh, there goes gravity.
Whoops. There goes gravity. Savage's body began to transform, and in a moment of intense fire and heat, transformed into a Balor. It was then that our party did battle with this Balor as Savage met with the Lady of Ash. She was quite desperate and quite concerned about the situation that Savage had put himself in, and then proceeded several rounds of combat where Savage de la Guin was able to ask his questions. Only few questions were asked before a boon was given to Savage de la Guin. A transformation in the which he was transformed from a cleric of the Church of Ash to a paladin of the Church of Ash. This change somehow altered the situation of which the transformation was being caused, and Savage de la Guin was able to transform back into his human counterpart. It was then that our party had a brief and tense interaction with Savage about what the heck is going on. Savage was able to relay the information he'd gained from the Lady of Ash about the situation of this entity known as Ember, a counterpart to the Lady of Ash, somehow trapped within the same body as her, trying to claw its way to the surface. And that is the power that fueled the transformation. With this knowledge in hand and Captain Lazar making it back with Ophelia safely from a brief jaunt into the forest, the party bedded down for the evening. It was then, in the middle of the night, that our good friend Min was awoken, and he traveled down to the shore. And off in the distance, where the Grim Avengers should be, was open ocean and coral. Captain Lazar commandeered the Grim Avenger and disappeared into the evening, abandoning the party on the island of Onifrenia. It was also there that we met a new character, Anonymous, or Anon for short. A small halfling who seemed to be a bit dazed, lost, and confused. But with Min careful consideration, invited Anonymous to travel back with him to the camp, where the long rest was finished, and that is where we will pick up. However, first, a moment deep in the night. Virian Shelby sat on top of the pyramid, falling into a deep sleep, worried about the conversation to come with the Dreamweaver. As Virian slowly fades into unconsciousness, his eyes close and open back up into a field of white. There he stands, back in the dreamscape, as the Dreamweaver looks towards Virian. And gives a sly smile.
You said we needed to speak.
Yes, Virian. I fear I need to be very clear about something. I fear that you misunderstood me in one specific situation that we discussed. And it is important for you to understand this. Because I should not be misunderstood. I understand your anger towards deity in general. And I can appreciate it. But first, I need to make one point. You have anger towards me because you think that I sent those visions of your dead wife to you? Frustrated with me, angered with me that I would dare defile her? No, Virion. I was only doing what she asked of me. She crafted the dreams, the breadcrumbs to lead you to this moment, to lead you to me, so that I may be able to grant her wish to help. So no, Virion. I did not defile her name. I did not drag back up and try to persuade you to come here on false circumstances of your dead wife. That was her. And if you need proof of the truthfulness of my words, she offered this as proof. We are only human, and the gods have fashioned us for love. That is our great glory and our great tragedy. You know those words, Virion. And you know I speak truth. So don't you dare for a moment turn your anger of this situation on me. For it was your wife who put you here at this moment. And I have been just trying to help and fulfill a promise I made to her.
What promise did you make, Sif? And what situation does she find herself in to where she had to make a deal with you? Or where she felt like she had to make a deal with you?
I do and can tell you the information to this. But Virion, are you prepared to pay the cost of this?
Oh boy, what kind of question is this worth?
If what you're telling me is true, well, really, I see that there's no way for me to know whether or not it really is. If you are truly a deity, then you could be all-knowing. Yes, those were the words that she spoke to me in our wedding vows. But if I am to believe your words, that she led me here, that this is her design, not yours, then I'll pay the price.
Very well. This is the price I name upon you. For recompense. For thinking... For having the audacity to beseech a god for aid in a moment of need, and then the next time you meet that god, to spit in his face. Yes, Virion. In your moment with Cicero, you prayed for aid, and I sent one. This punishment, this curse I place upon you, will be temporary, but I need you to see. You don't think you need the gods' help? Very well. He's going to step forward, and as he kind of swipes through, it looks like there's a brief moment where he's going to impact you, but his hand passes through you as if you're a ghost. You feel a moment of tearing as something from your past is ripped away. You flash back to that moment where you stand atop the city of Babylon, the caldera, and you ask for that aid. You remember that moment well. Towards the end of the battle, when things seemed dire, Dort appeared. Sent, as it turns out, on behalf of the Dreamweaver to aid. But in a brief moment, that time, that moment is torn away. The story does not show up, and things get dire. You watch as Alabaster Cinder is desperately trying to keep you all alive, healing as much as he possibly can. People begin to go down left and right. And right when you remember Cicero falling to the blade of Lazar, saying he survives, and in his final moments bangs upon the ground again. Cracks begin to form in the side of the caldera as lava begins to erupt out. Explosions echo throughout the entire city of Babylon as lava begins to pour down. You hear the screams of hundreds, thousands of people. And there, as Cicero Corinth finally takes his last breath, as you all put an end to him, laying on the ground, crippled, broken, strength drained to the very core, you see Alabaster Cinder. Not dead, but maimed beyond all recognition. In a moment, you flash back to the present, standing with the Dreamweaver. Virion, this is your curse. You will live with this knowledge of what would have happened for the next 24 hours. And additionally, until after the 24 hours has transpired and you do come and potentially seek restitution in some aspect, you will feel that pain. You will feel the defeat of almost having it all. And as he says that, you feel power drained from you. Virion, you go ahead and level down to level 10. You lose a level based on what had happened for you in the city of Babylon. That experience, that knowledge that you gained from defeating a powerful enemy is taken from you.
Okay.
This is the price that I will exact of you, Virion. However, I will answer your question. Why did Lady Sif beseech me? I do not know everything involving your late wife, but I do know much. She was charged by the Church of Ash to gather a large assortment of ashen stones. She called it the third seal. These ashen stones locked away an entity known as Ember, and she was charged to hide them. And she did. Very craftily and carefully, to the point where not even I know the exact location of these ashen stones. Knowing, however, that to be able to fully hide them from the world, she would need the aid of a deity, or multiple. So yes, she did beseech my help. She came and asked for my aid to change the dreams, the memories of those involved, so that no one would know the exact location of how to find these ashen stones. My price that I bestowed upon her, as she asked for a potential way for someone to find the ashen stones again. The price I asked of her is that the way that they would find it would be through you. For I knew and I saw that that was the only way that they could truly be safe. Does that answer your question, or do you have any follow-up?
So you're telling me then that she knew that a time would come where I'd have to break my vow to not pick up my sword again, to reclaim my title as a blood hunter.
Sounds like it. She
Yes.
forced your hand. I guess you saw the potential end of her dying before you guys would have the chance of divorce.
You are not there. Virian, continue.
Whose memories did you alter?
Hers, Alabaster, Cinder's, many of the clerics of the Church of Ash, hundreds, thousands of people I have changed and altered their minds through dreaming. With the aid of several of the other deities, I even scrubbed it from the minds of other deities themselves.
The one in our party, Savage. Was he
Yes.
one?
No. He did not know. He was not a part of the concealment of things.
And what of my son?
Your son does not know anything, except what Sif, after visiting me, and me scrubbing the memory, gave to her. Gave to him.
Alright, wait, what? Can you repeat that last part?
Sorry. Your son has no involvement in this except for what Sif gave him. A knowledge, something to do with how to find the Ashen Stones. Like I said, I do not know. I scrubbed it from my own mind. A promise is a promise.
I understand that. So you're telling me that between my son and I, we're the best chance of finding this third seal?
The only two humans on the face of Sinis who could have an inkling of being able to find these.
Well then, I have work to do. Dreamweaver, I'm not one for apologies. I hope you understand, especially not one towards a deity. However, I am man enough to admit when I was wrong. And I was. I see now that you're just trying your best to help and fulfill the promise that you made. In that, there is honor. Thank you.
I do my best, Virion. And I hope to hear from you again. Sweet dreams. And I hope, for everyone's sake, you can unravel the mystery that Sif left you.
Was there anything else you could give me before I wake?
Maybe a hug?
No.
Firm handshake?
No.
Exclusive for men, okay?
Information.
It may be nothing, and I hate to provide false hope. But the last thing that I remember Sif doing as she parted from this island was singing a lullaby that I cannot remember the words to.
I too remember the lullaby, but I'm having trouble remembering it. But I remember, or rather when you mentioned a third seal, I knew it was integral to that lullaby. I suppose that was something that you altered.
I do not know. That is something that you will need to find out for yourself.
Well, to the City of Glass then. I need to see my son.
And with that, you fall back into sleep. And you wake up to the rest of you wake up the next morning. Now, important thing. As you all wake up, the first thing that you all notice, even with your passive perceptions, is that Ellie is back. She is currently just kind of in the room with you guys where you guys are sleeping. Ellie, did you sleep last night at all?
It's a fair warning.
Sleeping.
A fair warning to Esther. Varian's going to be a little intense towards Ellie, so there's a good reason.
Esther?
I wonder if he found out what you are.
Well, he found out.
Hello?
Okay,
Esther?
can you all hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why that wasn't working. Okay.
Virion found out what you are. Still, a lot of gaps in his knowledge, but he knows.
Yeah. So, Ellie, what are you doing as everybody kind of awakes?
Kind of just pacing back and forth, back and forth.
How's it going?
Hello. How did you sleep?
Oh, on the ground in my shell. I found a new guy. Captain Lazar took our boat and
Oh,
left us this little guy.
Yeah,
I
boat.
think you might like him. His name's Anon Emus.
must see a mouse.
No, but he is small.
No.
Hmm. Strange.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else is gonna take it as well as I did. That my best friend just left, but
I thought I was your
know,
best friend.
yeah, you're right. He was my captain, but you're my best friend.
Okay.
Where are they standing right now?
Like you all have been kind of sleeping in one of the buildings and stuff. There's like a bunch of like really soft like mattress bunk beds kind of a style. As you all kind of turn to look, it you all did hear Min just say, "Oh yeah, Captain left with the ship."
Huh?
Yeah,
What?
Virion's. Virion's going to be incredibly pissed for many different reasons. He's
Where did
already
Min just go?
pissed.
I'm down here.
You can go into your minis now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was.
He's a
Hi
feature.
there.
Look at him.
How does one do that?
You click on him like you're going to add health, and then you click the eye icon.
It's
Little
that's so cool.
baby man. Yo, baby.
Holy crap!
Yo,
Everybody's so
baby
big.
man.
Stop poking me in the face. Stop it.
This will
Why
never
is
die.
men so big?
Why are you so small, huh?
Because I'm a normal sized man.
And I'm a normal-sized turtle. What do you want from me?
Dark Souls boss. And then here comes a giant fist.
So, Ellie,
No!
Okay.
Dreamweaver said he wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
But he did say that I can be there with you to,
Oh,
kind of help with some support. Kind
well,
of,
that would be amazing.
yeah. He was really nice about it. He's a
That's
really
cool.
nice guy. I don't think he's gonna do anything bad. But I'll be there in case you need.
I really appreciate it.
Can I say by now Varian is like going down the stairs of the temple, like eyes locked with Ellie?
Yeah. So you all make your way out into kind of the bright sunshine. Ellie, you're talking with everybody. Min says that he's willing to meet with the Dreamweaver with you and stuff. It's a little like there's a lot of things going on right now. And as you guys kind of slowly begin to talk over it, you do you guys do you guys think because there's so much things going on right now that you might just brush over slightly that Min just says that the captain's gone and he took the ship?
Oh no, I was tripping.
I don't think I was close enough to hear it. To be
Oh,
honest.
you haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, so I would definitely be like,
Not
what? How are we getting off?
I have a
A little bit
plan.
of grit will get us there, I'm sure.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Who's it?
I'm gonna see Variant kind of coming down from the little pyramid.
Yeah.
kind of stern as he's got his eyes locked on Ellie, and I'm just going to be like that annoying guy that just like pops up in between him and his target and be like, "Hey, Goncho, blazing on!"
I'm gonna grab him by the collar and push him aside.
He's a very small, like, halfling. So, go ahead and
Just, put your hand like on my head and just whoop.
He has a strength of 19, so I mean.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check. Anon, also make me a strength check.
I'm not gonna resist. I mean, wherever he's trying to push me, I'll just go with the flow.
Just
cool, because I rolled a 12.
you hand out, move this interesting small fellow to the side. Why is he trying to talk to you? You're beelining it straight for Ellie.
Who threw that piece of paper?
That's my purse. I don't know you. Sorry.
Not a talkative one I see.
Oh, yeah. So.
I will impose myself in between Virion and Ellie. Like, I don't like the look in your eye, Virion. You need to be nice to people.
And you need to get out of my way. Chaos
That's not very
incarnate.
nice.
Chaos incarnate, huh?
Who?
So that's what you are. I don't understand. Why wouldn't you just tell us from the beginning? I mean, we all have our
Sounds
secrets.
a little orderly to me. Huh?
Who are you?
He's a new
know.
friend.
Anyway, moving on. We all have our secrets. I have my
Yes,
fair
his
share.
name's Anon.
But when we go to an island, quite literally ruled by a god, that would prefer to see you dead by any means necessary, it would seem to be in the best interest of the party and yourself to disclose what you are.
I mean, in her defense, we didn't know that the Dreamweaver wanted... We don't know that he wants to kill her, we just know that he really wants to talk to her.
In
They
her
might
defense,
just, not be friends, but there's no
in
reason
her
that he wants to kill
defense,
her.
Min, I'm talking to her.
And in her defense, I'm her friend, and you're being very mean to her.
Okay, let me be polite. The god of this island told me that he would rather see all of us dead so that he can talk to her. Seeing as how we, and at this point he's going to notice that the captain is gone. Where's the captain?
Oh, the captain took our ship with his new girlfriend/wife. I think they're kind of an item. And Anonymous was just kind of there where the boat used to be.
I'm going to chime in. I'm going to chime in really quick right there. I can feel the connection to the ship is completely gone. He has not only like borrowed the boat, as one captain I used to know would say, he will not be coming back.
Yeah, he made that very clear in his letter. And we'll pull out the letter that was attached to his shell.
For flavor, I don't want to use it, but I want to say that there's so much frustration and rage building up in Virion that like flames start to come out of his mouth.
They kind of
swallows him.
You see scales begin to encroach up your collar, up to your neck, as one of your eyes flashes like the yellow and like slitted of a dragon, as you kind of whoosh, like fire comes out your nostrils and like out of your mouth a bit.
Taking a deep breath here. There's something that we'll talk about later. Because now we're stranded.
Oh, I have a way to get us off the island. Don't you worry, buddy.
Well,
That's the spirit goblin friend.
I'm sure there is always a way. Dealing with the biggest problem at the moment. It really seems that if we're going to preserve our hides so that we can continue to serve Sinis and deal with the Armageddon that has fallen upon this world, that Ellie needs to speak to this god. Because if she doesn't, then we are cooked.
I think we would just
We're saving
be
questions
dead,
for the
but
end.
Yeah.
It depends on what's necessarily the end, but sure. What is your name?
I'm just gonna go by Anon for now. Not really sure my name yet. Hopefully, it'll come up in the old dome piece sooner or later.
I feel like right now Varian is like Tony Stark on Thanos' planet on Infinity War when everybody's making a plan and like both Peters are like goofing off. And he's just standing there.
I'm surrounded by idiots, sort of.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Pretty much.
question is, this Dreamweaver fella gonna kill us all to talk to her. Am I in the us? Do I dive? Did he
You know,
lay out
Anon,
I don't think
rules?
anybody's
that's an
gonna die. We're
excellent
gonna
question.
talk to him, and it's all gonna be just
I
fine.
will speak with him.
See, everything's gonna be fine. Come on, Ellie, let's go talk to the Dreamweaver. He's actually really nice.
For future reference, if we're going to be a team, and he's not speaking to just Ellie, he's speaking to everybody right now. If we're going to be a team and work together to handle the seemingly endless problems that we're facing, we cannot hold secrets from each other. Are we all in agreement?
Gas. I was the one who did it. If you all smelt it, was me.
Then will
All
you
my
share
cards on the table.
yours?
I've been showering mine. From the very first day.
I didn't think that blood hunters worked in teams. At least not with non-blood hunters.
Yeah, typically not, but this is the position that I've been thrust in.
Well, if we are revealing secrets and we're all talking about what the Dreamweaver talked about, I might have some things we might need to talk about for some previous characters that we've dealt with that have tried to kill us. We'll be seeing
that's a
them
long
again.
list. You're gonna have to be more specific.
You guys remember dealing with some undead?
Are you talking about the Revenants?
Yeah,
Wait, we fought amendments?
Revenants.
When did we fight revenants?
On the ship.
You remember De La Gwyn?
Savage?
Not
no, yeah, not De La Gwyn. What was the other captain's name? I thought it was Captain De La Gwyn, but yeah, no.
I thought those were like vampire things.
Rumtooth.
Ramtooth, that's it.
His teeth didn't look like rum. They looked pretty normal to me. I mean, they were a little pointy, but, you know, normal.
We'll just say that them, Rumtooth, and then the actual Revenant, because the Rumtooth was just a vampire.
Oh,
Cyrus
that guy,
and
he
Claire.
stabbed me in the chest. That guy was not nice.
We'll be seeing them again.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
As am I.
In fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to run into them in City of Glass.
Well, hey,
And
Ellie, let's go
Lacan.
talk to the Dreamweaver. I don't think we should make him wait too much longer.
I think that's a wise idea.
Sounds like a good chap. Can I come along?
You'll
He
have
said
to
I
one
could
at a
go,
time.
but I don't know if he would be okay with an additional person. You can probably
Well, I
talk
can only
to him
count as half a
afterwards.
person, huh?
What? Everybody just got really quiet all of a sudden.
I didn't hear what he said.
Then will I only count as half a person, eh?
No, I think you're still a full person. You're just a very small person. I mean, you can go with us, but I don't think he'll let you in. He's kind of particular about that sort of thing. But hey, you can try. So I'm just gonna lead Ellie up to the top of the thing.
I'll turn to Anon then. Say, tell you what, my friend, if you're going to be with us, there's a lot to get caught up on. Luckily, I know a very good storyteller that will be able to give you all the details and maybe some food. You look a little peckish. Come on.
Great idea. And I will follow you wherever you go, taking me presumably to Story.
Indeed, we are going to Story.
You guys walk over to Story. He kind of lets out a big yawn as he's like walking out of one of the houses. Oh my lord, you guys talk too much. You guys are very loud. What is going on? Oh, where's the captain?
Have I got a story for you, my friend?
That's one of the reasons why we're so loud.
Oh. You guys look quite upset. Hey, who's the new guy?
Name's New Guy.
Hello, new guy.
Oh no.
I like it. I do not know. Why is your name New Guy? Seems very serendipitous.
Probably same reason your name's Story.
No, I do not think so. Is your name just too hard for normal people to pronounce that we just call each other Story?
Maybe. Don't rule it out.
He kind of cocks his head. What is with this man?
That's a good question. Perhaps best we talk about it over.
I got this.
Okay.
New guy. Where are you from?
That side of the island.
I have lived on this island my whole life. I have never seen you before.
No, only since probably about 8 hours ago.
Where were you before the 8 hours?
That way, but not on the island.
You are making absolutely no sense, man.
You know how
Giving you
driftwood.
what I got.
You know how driftwood washes up on a beach.
We could call him Zitara.
So you washed up on the beach. But, like, where did you wash up from before? What are you? How old are you?
Who are you?
He doesn't
Given
even
the way I
tell you.
look, I'd say I'm at least 20.
Daddy, do you not know how old you are?
Nope.
Do you
I don't-
actually know what your name is?
You know what? I think I've dealt with this
Nope.
problem before a few times. I think he's dealing with a problem called amnesia. If we hit him in the head hard enough, I think we can reverse the effects of amnesia.
Oh, is that how that works?
I don't
know,
think that is
game.
how that works.
Honestly,
You know,
hold on. With
Actually-
my caution, I'm just gonna whip out the.
I
one of
might be
my
thinking.
pistols.
I might be thinking of Changnesia.
Yes, those are two very different things.
Two very different things. One is caused by
Oh,
blood first travel.
We could try it anyways.
No, put that down.
Hold on. I'm
Just-
gonna pull out my
Just
pistol.
pimp slaps you.
I'm gonna use the butt of my pistol and hit him in the head.
Oh no! Grenade! Go
What
ahead
do
and
you
roll the
remember?
hit.
What do you remember?
Hold on a sec. Oh, whoops.
This
For
is
the
when we discovered
means.
that Anon has like 26 AC.
Yeah, turns out his like.
This is, and it is literally just gonna be your strength bonus. You're using it as a blunt force weapon, so you don't get to add your shooting modifier to this.
I can't use the.
Remember, puts bullet in his brain.
You're not proficient in bludgeoning people with your
Hey.
revolver.
You know, as long as it's non-lethal damage, he could do it.
I roll non-lethal bullets. Okay.
No, no.
Hey, that is a mechanic in D&D. You can
Aim for the
toggle
foot.
I
non-lethal
refuse. There is
damage.
no such thing as non-lethal damage for bullets.
Really? You never heard of rubber bullets?
Shoot him in the foot.
Just a
My
pinball
God.
gun.
Fine, whatever.
There are rubber bullets. There are wood bullets. There's also beanbag bullets.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
But go to you specifically said you're gonna roll to hit with
Yeah,
using like go ahead and roll to hit. What's your armor class?
Fine,
New
give me the gun.
guy.
I'll shoot him.
Look at
Yep,
what I
that's gonna
just
hit.
rolled. I just rolled a 21.
Well, you knock him
Knock
flat.
me good in the head.
All right, go ahead and roll damage. Anon, you take the damage. Nothing happens.
What
I
would
think
be
I've
the
got something.
damage? Unarmed strike?
It would be a D6.
Oh, D6?
Yeah, D6 plus your strength.
Okay. This is great. Oh,
Nope.
good thing I just rolled a 1.
Oh,
So,
no, Clay. Ask him a question
four-
first. What color is
4
my
damage.
smack?
You take Anon. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you get clocked over the side of the head with the handle of a revolver.
Oh. Don't think it worked. Maybe a little harder?
No.
Story kind of also steps in. No, please, man. This is. Were you given?
All right, here's what I know. Male. I'm a male. And I have magics. I'm a sorcerer.
You can do magics, but that is good to know. Maybe you can be useful. Did you have anything on you?
Oh yeah. I got me skivvies. And this here book.
Book. Okay.
And I have a compass, right? Was that another item
You
that I
also
have?
have a compass. Yeah.
And I got this here.
Can I see the compass in the book?
There's a book.
He kind of flips it open.
The what?
The
What's
compass.
the other thing you want?
The compass.
All I've got is this here pointer thing.
Yes, that thing. That is a compass.
Ah.
His story kind of flips through opens up the book and begins to. Man, this thing is blank. Completely blank. There's nothing in it.
Well, you didn't. Yeah.
This compass? Not even pointing north, man.
Of course it isn't. Why would it? Why would it?
It's just spinning around in circles, man.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it?
What do you
You
design?
spin in circles?
Just it in.
Hold it.
Well, now it's pointing somewhere.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of this pointer thing here.
That's probably why it's spinning in circles, is trying to find itself.
You are an interesting man.
Anon, you are possibly the worst pirate I've ever met.
Who is Anon? I thought your name was New Guy.
I was just going to call him Driftwood.
That's in your dialect, probably. Different dialects, maybe.
That's not how dialects work, man.
I think we should call him Zitara.
Why Zitara?
He's
It
funny.
means driftwood.
It means driftwood.
All right,
Wait,
Zatara it is.
Hold on. How many
Works
of
for me.
you guys know? How many of you guys know Count of Monte Cristo?
I've read it in French.
Well, seeing as how his ex-girlfriend played a character named Zatara, I'd find that kind of weird, but also funny. I say we do it.
Katara it is.
You
I
know,
love the fact that hardly
man,
anybody knows.
you can be called whatever you want, but I guess that they are gonna call you Zatara. I don't know what that is, but my condolences.
For me.
Condolences. Yeah, rip the homie.
But you came for a story, man. Let me tell you a story of how we came to
Wait.
be here.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
The
He
story I've
needs
been
to
looking
go
for.
off and talk to the Dreamweaver.
Who needs to go? I thought that me and Ellie were gonna go talk to the Dreamweaver.
Okay, that's fair. So I guess we have time for a story.
I
Well,
will tell the story,
I
and
will.
then
I will
Zadara.
Sorry, I will say that Varian's probably not so interested in hearing a story. He's more interested at this point trying to find a way off the island, so he's going to go back to that teleportation circle
All right.
and try to work at that.
Okay. Story kind of sits down, and he's going to give a full rendition of your guys' escapades from the time that you guys met all the way up until now to Anon. And
I'll
it is
start, cooking breakfast, I guess.
I'm gonna sit there with him and chime in when I think this story needs help with, I don't know, some sort of detail.
Making you look good. I was
all
actually.
right.
Oh, really? That goblin-looking fella really thought he could grapple fire, huh?
A goblin?
Casual racism.
Do you know what a goblin is, man?
Yeah, little green guy.
That is not. Do you see how tall that man is?
Man,
He's a turtle.
Hobgoblin, maybe?
he's debatable.
He's got a shell. Have you not seen? Of course, he doesn't know what the
Thought that
turtle
was
is,
a
man.
pack.
How do you know what a goblin is and not a turtle?
This is gonna be so funny.
I'm sorry, did he say?
Maybe I read about it in my book.
What
Honestly,
book?
you
Looking
could
through my empty book.
What?
Zithara. you
Written
could
in
just
one
call
of
him
the
a
corners
hobgoblin.
of it, in your own handwriting, is the word goblin. And then you flip it over.
Goblins.
The next page, it says, D's nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Take psychic damage.
It's just mockery through a book.
You know what? Forgo the psychic damage. Just go to jail. Straight.
Do not pass go.
Okay. Story continues with the story. We're gonna go ahead and cut over to Min and Ellie.
Thank you.
Ooh, this should be fun.
I have a hunch that Anon, or now Zithara, is going to be able to just innately do vicious mockery. Don't know why that he's able to do it, but he's just able to do it.
His book
Actually,
is
he's a
so
wizard,
limited.
and that's his spell book.
Yeah, he actually doesn't know what a sorcerer is, but he's actually a wizard and thinks it's a sorcerer.
All right.
He just
I'm a
learned
sorcerer.
vicious mockery from a goblin. That's what that note is.
Okay. Ellie and Min, you are led up by the guards up to the top of the pyramid to the fountain that spews forth white and black liquid swirling around in a energy of some sort. The guards kind of nod for both of you to partake of the liquid and to converse with the Dreamweaver.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
You each kind of stoop down, get a handful, and bring it up to your lips. Ellie, is there anything that you are going to be doing before you enter into the dreamscape?
Is there anything I should do?
No, it's 100% up to you.
So yes, there should be.
Just slurp this juice through a straw.
You got a crazy straw.
I
even
did
better.
not have anything in mind, I promise. I was just wanting to give you the opportunity before I narrated your way into a confrontation with the dream.
Okay.
Confrontation.
Okay.
All right. But you
Deep
both fall into sleep. Min, and Ellie, you appear within the dreamscape. Again, surrounded by the small dots of white and the large amounts of just white expanse around you.
No,
Ellie,
it's just as nice as the last time.
in this form, in this place, this space between spaces where deities can dwell, you are full size. You are giant compared to our good friend Min here. And as you appear, and the Dreamweaver kind of looks down at Min and then looks over at you, he kind of gestures for you to come over to be next to Min. Lady Chaos?
Hi, Dreamweaver. I told you she'd come and talk with you.
Yes, I threatened, I cajoled, and you persuaded her.
Well, I
So-
wasn't really persuaded. You made it sound like you were gonna be nice to her, so, you kind of made it easy. You
Psych.
are gonna be nice to her, right?
I lie.
I will be completely honest, Min. It will be fully dependent on the Lady of Chaos herself how nice I am to her.
Oh, okay. Well, she's a really nice person like I am, so it should be fine.
Chaos?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
I don't know.
I think you might need to be more specific. Are you referring to like here talking to you, or here as in like in Sinus?
Min reminds me so much of Sokka.
Thank you, Min. I should
Someone has to keep the plot going.
I need to be more specific. Chaos, why are you with this party? Why have you been traveling with them, masquerading as this woman named Ellie? What is your goals here?
I don't know what they are anymore. They've changed. But I don't know what they've changed to.
Well, what were they?
I don't think you'd be too fond of them.
Well, you say that you have changed your mind on them?
Yes. I
Well, I
originally
believe-
joined this group because I knew one of the members possessed a map to the Ashen Stones.
Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna mute myself.
Rip the homie.
And I was hoping to almost use the group, for lack of a better turn of phrase, to supply me with enough ashen stones to separate from order so I could be my own person. And it wasn't so much that I wanted the world to go into chaos. That's not exactly my goal. My goal is just to have fun. And if it comes from turning the world to chaos, then I don't mind that too much. But right now, that doesn't sound enjoyable.
You see the Dreamweaver kind of folds his arms, looks down at you, slightly befuddled.
He said fuddled.
Are you telling me the entity of Chaos herself has been changed by a group of adventurers for the better?
Maybe? Oh, something you should know.
Yes.
I have run into uh the God Eater.
Gods. What?
Yes, he's still stuck in his punishment.
Oh, thank all that is holy. Huh. And Min, you see panic on the Dreamweaver's face. Okay. Well, all right.
So I have a quick question. I guess two. What is the God Eater, and does their appearance have anything to do with where Aramag may or may not have disappeared to?
Drop the lore.
Um,
You weren't planning on talking about this, huh?
Drop the lore.
I take notes!
He's going to turn
I've
to
been waiting
Min.
months.
Min. This is dangerous information that you ask. If I tell you this, the price that you will have to pay is you will not be able to speak a word of this to any. Living, dead, or undead, from now until the end of time.
About
Am I
mostly
included
dead.
in that?
He's only mostly dead.
Chaos.
I can do that. I keep a lot of secrets about the turtles and, stuff that happened.
Chaos, as a deity, you would know the detrimental impact of this knowledge being commonplace.
Well, yes, of course. But I mean, would he be able to converse about it with me since I know?
Yes, that would be
As long
allowed.
as we are in private.
As long as the other person is aware of this entity,
Yes, yes.
then yes.
I trust Min with my life.
Very well. But first, before I delve into this topic, Ellie, I see that you have been changing. Now that you have the first seal had been broken and you are now in control of the body of order and you have taken control, the amount of chaos that has been going on in the world has not changed. So I do not see any need in interfering with your plans at the moment. For the moment, and at this specific time, your course has not and will not impede upon the plans that I have laid. However, I can offer you important information about one of your dreams. A dream of separation. Yes, it's good to be in control of the body again. But you have a dream, a powerful dream, to be separated from order. Am I correct?
Yes.
You know that a powerful magical spell needs to be enacted by a powerful wizard or sorcerer to be able to initiate this, and a large amount of ashen stones needs to come from this. I have information about how you can do this, but there will be a price associated with it.
What is the cost?
And as you say that, you watch as he motions his hand, and you watch as a piece of parchment appears in his hand. And written at the very top is the Ashen Concordant. Ellie, if you truly are going to be a deity again, loose upon the world, you must sign the Ashen Concordant. power enough to change reality on a whim needs to be regulated. It has caused millions to die in the past, and it will cause millions to die in the future. I offer you this chance to become your own deity, but at the price you cannot interfere with the lives of mortals anymore. That doesn't mean that you can't form a church. That doesn't mean that you can't instruct your followers to be as chaotic as possible, and you can vicariously live through them. But the power to change reality on a whim for the chaotic amusement of your soul cannot remain here upon the continent of Sinus. What say you?
I potentially have a different proposal.
All right.
But I'm not sure if it is in your power.
Ooh, and negotiations have started between deities.
Ellie, because of your choices that you've made up until this point, I will hear your offer.
Thank you. What if someone replaced me? Because order cannot be let to go on by itself without any chaos. Just as chaos cannot exist without order. What if we found someone to take my spot? I would still like to retain some of the power that I have. And maybe even become a lesser deity. If that was possible, I would sign the Ashen Concordance.
Who would take your space?
Anonymous.
Lazar.
I
No, I'm
would be
pacing around my
comfortable.
apartment right now.
This would be Chaos, right? The god of chaos.
The goddess of chaos, lady of chaos.
It has to be a lady.
Technically, it's the counterpart to the Lord of Order.
Huh.
But additionally,
Ophelia.
Additionally,
Rob, the captain of Ophelia.
If order and chaos were to be separated, then the entity of chaos could be whoever.
I would be willing to leave that up to your discretion.
Story. It's gonna be story.
You see much more than I do.
Yeah, it probably would be a story.
I hear your plea, and I will compromise this. If you sign the Ashen Concordant now as the Lady of Chaos and are held swayed by the Ashen Concordant until the moment that we find you a way to separate yourself from order, at that moment of separation, I will grant your request. I will allow another to take your place as Chaos Incarnate, and you can take a lesser role as a lesser deity, one with less power, but you would still be under the constraints, mostly constraints, of the Ashen Concordant. You would be able to No. This will be fine. If you are reduced to a lesser deity, you will not be powerful enough to cause the damage that could come from deities meddling in the affairs of mortals. So I will allow you to live amongst humans with this power. But if you do use these powers to incite bloodshed, then the Ashen Concordant will take your powers. Is that a fair enough compromise?
I believe so.
Very well.
In all honesty, I am tired. The bloodshed and burning, it all gets boring after a while.
I understand the sentiment of being tired. With two older brothers to deal with?
I feel like I know so much about her character at the moment, but I really don't.
Oh, Ellie,
Mm-hmm.
this is the moment, and he will place, and the Ashen Concordant will sink down in front of you, and a pen will appear. Ellie, you will remain here upon the continent of Sinis in this form. You may choose your size, and you may choose who you are. Now, mechanically, Ellie, Esther, as you sign this paper, you may change your race, size of your character, you may change your class, anything you would like. Or you can remain Ellie the Bard. It is up to you. But if you sign this document, there is no more turning Min into a dragon turtle. There is no more instantly teleporting vast distances. It is going to be as if you are a regular member of the party. Until you find a way to separate yourself from order.
Wait, does he have a choice of not signing it?
There's always a choice. There's just not good consequences.
Actions have consequences. Let her make her decision.
It's where, he would end up trying to kill all of us, probably.
Yeah. So, Ellie, the paper is in front of you. You have a pen. What would you like to do?
Min?
Yes, Ellie?
What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, so long as Ellie stays Ellie, and Ellie's happy, so long as Ellie stays my friend, I will support your decision. All I want is for my friend to be happy. And I'll do what I can to help.
Dreamweaver.
Yes.
I'm sure you can tell that I have my doubts. in all honesty, all that I would like to do going forward in my immediate future is just continue causing the little mischief that I've been doing with Min. No world scale chaos and carnage. Just our little mischief. Would that be possible if I sign?
Yes. Now, mechanically speaking, that would mean that you would only be allowed to use your character features. There would be no tapping into like godlike abilities. Unless, and I will say this once, if a dire need arises and you beseech the Dreamweaver and he allows it, you might be able to get away with it if it is needed.
Okay.
But other than that, it is only what is on your character sheet that is what you can do.
The dialogue of a DM regretting previous allowances of a character becoming too powerful, and it's like, I need to nerf you.
Well, I mean, at least I was just using it for like silly stuff.
Oh, for sure. 100%. I mean, it was like I was fully aware that she was going to use it to be able to do all the crazy shenanigans and stuff. But my plan all along was to only allow it for a little bit just for for funsies. But it was
happening?
What are you doing?
I'm inside him.
Wait, what?
But
now you pay
we are
attention, huh?
missing a person. Savage has vanished.
My headset died and it won't come back on.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, but you're here? Okay.
Rip.
Well, in that case, Min, shall we decide who I'll be together?
That sounds like fun.
Will I have to immediately decide everything once I sign, or will I have time to
You will have
form
time
everything?
to form and to change and to decide. I will allow this.
As the power slowly
I will
fades.
sign.
A golden pen appears in your hand. And what do you sign? What name do you identify as? Who are you?
Well,
Character creation
I mean-
Skyrim pops up. Who are you?
well, I think for this instance, I will be signing Lady Chaos as if
Official
like
name,
that's what
legal
I'm
name.
as if I'm saying goodbye to that.
Okay.
Heartfelt.
You feel it's not painful, but it is a pulling sensation. It feels slightly as if the wind is knocked out of you, as power, immense power of chaos, change, and reality bending is suppressed. But it's still there. And you watch as the Dreamweaver steps forward with the pen and adds a clause at the bottom of your signature. That until you are separated from order, it is under the discretion of the Dreamweaver to allow you access to the power granted you by your station as chaos. Now, see, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that hard, Ellie. Why you've been avoiding me for the past, I don't know, however long, but...
Well, forgive me for saying so, but you are quite a terrifying individual.
Good. I try to be. Now, finally, Min, to answer your question.
Yes.
Before you give this information, I feel I have some more information to tell you.
Very well.
I fear he is close to finishing out his punishment.
Ugh. You watch as like visible horror and like shuddering, like completely racks his body.
That's right.
We. How close? What has he shared?
He hasn't disclosed much, but I also feel I must share with you. When I first was working towards my initial goal, I did make a deal with him.
Oh, it's the butler.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
I made that connection right then too.
I've known this for like a year.
What deal did you make with him?
It's been so long, it's kind of fuzzy in all honesty.
You
Well, to
promised
be
him
friends with
something.
him, I remember him.
Well, there's also a deal that was made without y'all listening.
Ellie,
Oh,
was a contract signed? Or was it just by words?
A contract was signed before he knew who I was, and before I knew who he was.
Hmm.
And then after, it was all words, I believe, but I can't be sure.
The contract, I believe, was just for association with the bag of his imprisonment, correct?
I believe so.
That we can work with this. If it was just verbal, then Ashes, Ellie, we're gonna need a good lawyer. I'll reach out to some. All right.
hi,
I'll
my
see
name
what I
is
can
Matt
do.
Murdoch. How can I help you?
The lawyer.
Are you guys talking about the butler?
You were right to not trust him, Min.
But
So the
that being
butler
said,
is the God Eater?
yes,
But what does that have to do with Armag's disappearance?
Min, I do not know how to tell you this, but the physical form of Armag is gone, devoured by the God Eater.
Wait, is the God Eater the person Fortooth is, binding with, gold?
Yes.
Oh. So wait, is Fortooth the bag?
Not necessarily, but she is powering the prison. Fortooth is hidden. For if Fortooth were to die, the butler, or as the deities would know him, Krell, that is where he is imprisoned.
You guys can't see me, but I am smiling so big right now.
Entity.
Min, do you remember when I gave him a vial of blood?
I remember that. I thought it was mine, because he wanted it and I said no.
It was my own.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. But what about the vial of blood?
Well, that is how I revealed who I was to him.
Oh. Couldn't you have just told him? I feel like that would have been less painful.
There was no pain at all.
Now, Min, all that we are discussing here, you are sworn to secrecy about. But
Oh,
let me
yeah,
tell.
of course.
But I will briefly tell you the story of this entity. The entity, known as the God Eater Krell, is the only living remnant of a long dead world. Traveling across the cosmos to hunt down other deities, he came to this world, where the first god he encountered was Armag after the war. A great war. Before the deities knew what had happened, Armag was gone, and her spirit was scattered to the astral sea. Then, yes, the deities did battle with this entity. And it takes the combined might of two deities to seal him away, bound in chains of gold. But I fear, as Ellie has pointed out, that this entity is nearing freedom. The more gold he's given, the closer he can be to escaping. If you, Ellie, if you fear me, I fear the God Eater. I fear Krell. He will be the ruin of us all. This is your charge, both of you. Your secret charge. Yes, saving the world is kind of important from Ember. But if Krell is to escape, this reality will cease to exist. And so will the gods.
Well,
Questions?
that was no. I pretty much got it. Krell is bad. Krell likely killed Aramag, spread him throughout the cosmos. Fortooth is binding them. I'm guessing that you were the second god in that, takes two to bind him sort of thing.
Yes.
Uh,
There's a reason why nobody remembers Krell anymore. This entity draws strength upon the knowledge and fear of his existence.
So then you telling me about him gives him more power?
Yes, hence why I was so hesitant to do so.
Oh, that makes sense. Is this like a whole, like, you get 3 wishes sort of thing? Can I take it back?
Do you not want to know anymore? Do you want me to take the memory away from you?
I mean, maybe not. You said that I had to go and help some people related to Aramag.
Yeah,
You said that about the favor, so I guess it might be important to know.
Yes.
I'll try to not write anything down, and I'll definitely try to not tell anybody.
Oh, you won't be able to write it down.
Oh, okay. That's a relief.
The name will not take to any parchment ink or any surface of any sort.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but that's also really scary.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's a scary dude. He literally devoured an entity known as the Beginning, consumed him completely.
Wait, Aramag is known as the Beginning?
No, this was before.
Oh, before the Great War.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate it. Are you done with it?
No, I'm cool right now, bro.
I do have one other question, but it's not related to the man whose name shall not be spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to fix that teleportation circle on the island? Because one of our friends who I'm not sure he's our friend anymore, kind of stole our ship and left us here.
That is unfortunate. Teleportation circles, the further away from the center of the island you go, the more magical interference is being used. I could repair the teleportation circle, yes. But if you used it, you all might die.
Oh.
The closer you get to the center, imagine this island as a hurricane. Magic, powerful magic of a deific nature swirls around this island, mixing with the powerful magic of the Ancient Amu. It swirls in a vortex, but at the very center is an eye of a hurricane. A place of calm and peace, or where teleportations and teleportation circles will function properly.
Okay. So we just need to take the circle here and move it there?
This, or I believe you have a scroll of teleport that you can use.
I do, yes. I do in fact have a thing that does that. I haven't
No.
used it yet because, you know, it seemed really strong and my master never really showed me how to use scrolls. But I think I could figure it out.
I would recommend that, because trying to assemble that teleportation circle... Oh, yes, I need to mention this. This is important. The closer you get to the center of the island, that is the nest or lair of the Amu.
Oh.
So trying
Can you
to
just
put
kill
together...
it for us?
Me killing the Amu would violate the agreement that I have made with the other...
Who are you talking to?
Oh, that's fair. Sorry.
Okay, can I talk to the Amu? Is he as nice as you are?
No. He will eat you.
Oh. Is he the one who ate all the dragon turtles?
Yes.
But we're small. Why would he want to eat something so small?
Because you're trying to escape the island. That's the whole purpose.
How did Story escape the island?
A little help from a lot of things.
Okay. I guess I could just ask him that. I think I'm about good. Ellie, do you have any questions?
I do not.
Cool.
Very well. Well, it was a pleasure talking with each of you.
It's always nice talking with you, Dreamweaver.
I hope to hear from you in the future. And I will be watching your progress with great interest. However, Ellie, the information that you need. One of your elder brothers is close to crafting the spell that you speak. He has charged a sorcerer to be able to craft a spell called Sunder. Powerful magical spell that can separate a deity in twain.
Renantois.
He and this sorcerer are currently sequestered and hidden in the catacombs of the City of Glass. The need is dire, however. For Despair intends to use the city's Ashen Stones to separate himself from Hope. This will cause the Sky City to fall. You have very little time, but you may steal this spell from the sorcerer, and when Min is powerful enough, he can cast this spell.
Wait, I can get stronger?
Yes.
I don't really know if that's a great idea, but I mean, I can try. I'll do it for Ellie, but yeah, we'll just have to see how things go.
Any questions, Ellie?
I don't believe so.
Very well. Then seek out Despair and put a stop to his nefarious plans. Because the Sky City crashing into the surface of Sinis might not be the greatest for the morale of the people. And then, Despair being let loose upon the inhabitants of Sinis, also not the greatest. So, good luck!
Thank you, Dreamweaver.
You're very welcome.
I have so many conspiracy theories about Ellie now. Well, really just one, but it's a big one.
And with
He
that,
never landed on the moon.
you all wake back up. Right as Story finishes explaining, and that brings us to this moment where Ellie, who everybody doesn't know who exactly she is going with me up to the top of the table to talk with the Dreamweaver. She's probably a deity of some sort.
You say that so
That's quite a
casually.
story. That Lazar character seems like a real ninny muggin.
You can say that. Like, what kind of person just abandons he was calling you out his crew, right? Right?
He made me his first mate. I don't know what that is, but it sounded cool.
Wait, are you back now?
Yeah, we're back.
Oh. Hey, my friend, you might want to take a seat for this. I have got some news for you.
Oh yeah, I like news.
You, my friend, are this race called Turtle. You're not even a goblin, mate.
Love it.
I already knew that.
Smart little fella.
Did he call me little?
Not a big guy.
That's more like it.
I rolled a critical failure on trying to figure out the teleportation circle, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like you try to put it together like a jigsaw puzzle, and it's just not working out for you, bud.
So, I talked to the Dreamweaver. We talked about a lot of things, but one of the big ones is we need to take this circle, and we need to bring it to the center of the island, and then we can go. That, or we need to use whatever secret path Story used to get off the island.
He just
Story,
told us that story. He sat still for 3 days until all the sea creatures got used to him. Then he jumped and strapped onto a turtle using human hair from his back.
Hold up, man. Hey, that is a story. I've heard that story. That is the Pirates of the Caribbean. I love that play. I love that play. No, I did
Story,
not do
how did
that.
you get off the island?
Do you see those boats over there?
The ones that are crashed?
Yes. There used to be 50 of them.
Oh.
My boat was the only one that to make it out of the final ring of the coral.
Right, I know that your butt got out, but I understand that your butt got out, but how did you get out?
Additionally, if he went through so much trouble to get off of this island, and so many people died just to help you get off this island, why did you put up? Why would you want to come back?
That's an excellent question. You should answer that.
Well, look at me. We had a ship. It was going to be very easy to leave the island again.
That doesn't necessarily answer my question.
Oh,
you left,
important thing?
You left in the first place.
Yes.
And many people died to ensure that you would leave.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden, since the very first moment we met you, you've been obsessed with getting back
That
to
is true.
Onfrenia.
Mm-hmm.
So why?
It is quite simple. The Dreamweaver, he asked me to.
He asked you to come back?
Or he asked me to leave. Go find a bunch of weird adventurers by your description and bring you back to the island. Specifically the Blood Hunter.
Oh.
Oh,
This
additionally...
question's coming up a lot, but was I in that list?
No, you were not. I do not know who you are. I still don't know who you are.
I feel like a lot of
Makes
headaches
two
could
of
have been avoided if you just, told us that from the beginning.
This is true, but at the same time, you hate deities, and so you probably would have spat in my face.
It sounds like he knows you pretty well, Virion.
That is really true. Still, though.
So, I'm sorry for not telling you the full truth, but I am not sorry that it all turned out for the best. Now we just need to make it out of your life.
Since we've already been speaking on the topic of not withholding any additional secrets, if you're going to continue to adventure with us, or travel with us, if there's anything else that you haven't told us or been withholding, now would be the moment
You watch
I
as
ask
he kind
that
of...
you tell me.
You watch as he places a hand on his chest, and he looks very sorrowful. Virion, I do have to say that I have not been completely honest with you. There is something more. My name is not actually Story. My name is Kolioten Komiaya Oma Tiakia Ora.
Bless you.
You know what? I forgive you. I'm going to continue to call you Story. That's not the kind of secrets I'm talking about, though.
Oh.
We just found out that somebody that we've been traveling with for... How long have we been playing in-game now?
It's been about a month.
Sure. For the better part of a month. Is actually a goddess. So... something more along those lines.
To be fair, similar point. With how much you hate deities.
Again,
it doesn't.
fair.
Valid point.
Digress. If we're going to
all
be
in
a
agreement
group and work
find out
together,
I'm some kind of fraud. I don't bring that up, eh?
I am but a mortal man.
Considering I also joined with nefarious plans.
Virion. If you are asking me if I am a god, I am flattered, but I am not a deity, I promise.
That's not what I was...
But you may worship me.
I'm definitely not going to do that.
Alright, very well.
Story,
You have
what
to,
do you
you
know
have to
about
remember
this?
he doesn't like deities.
Oh, that's
I-
right.
I have another question for you, Story.
Yes.
The
It's not necessarily
Dreamweaver
that I don't.
mentioned this thing at the center of the island that, sorry, Virian, might try to kill us.
Or the Amu, yes.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I've told you this an entire time. Have I not mentioned the Ancient Amu to all of you before?
You have.
You
I mean, I've probably slept since then, so I probably forgot.
It's a
My
giant monster
gosh.
made out of coral reef that will kill us. And it's
Oh,
guarding the only exit. That's why I've been trying to work on this teleportation
there's
circle.
too much
but
divine magic interference.
Just take the same
here.
airship you got here on.
Anon, I might literally kill you.
Anon. Zatara.
Don't worry,
Look at it.
Tyrion. He's not a deity. You don't have to kill him.
I mean, you can if you
Zatara.
want.
Let me look at me. Look at me. We went over this in this story. Captain Lazar took this ship.
Well, yeah, where'd he go? Where is he? Sorry, story.
You know what? At this point, Virian's just gonna smack Anon. Just shut up.
Wait, he's the one that took off, ain't he?
Yes.
The scallywag.
The scoundrel. That is correct.
Does he have some sort of short-term memory loss sort of thing?
There's something going on with his memory. Zatara, are you going to be helpful in this situation at all?
I got magic.
Fair enough. Should we take him along with us?
I'd say no. Anytime somebody just washes up on the beach claiming to be an ally.
Okay, I have a legitimate question. Min wants to try, having been in the presence of the Dreamweaver twice now, wants to try and alter the formula of the teleportation circle to compensate for the Dreamweaver's divine energy.
Interesting.
Could I help him with that? Because I've been in the presence of the Dreamweaver twice as well.
I am going to say, go ahead and make me an intelligence check. Actually, no. You get the sense how things are structured and how the teleportation circle works and stuff. Even if you were able to compensate with the flow of the magic and stuff, if you cast the teleportation circle, there is going to be a 50% chance that you all die.
I mean,
like
a
those odds.
50% chance of us all dying is better than like an 80% chance that the Amu kills us. So, I mean,
Those are good odds.
I'll
like
take a
those odds.
50-50 shot.
But here's the other thing. I do not want to flip a coin on my life.
Oh, you don't have to go with us. We already brought you back to your island.
That is fair. But I can do this. I can say this. Right? There was a person who came before us, right? Who made it to the center. So it is possible to potentially sneak your way.
But did he come back?
No, he died. But this is a big but. We could be better than him.
You don't sound
Sounded
very
like we had
confident
one of
about
those
that
party members
story.
that's real sneaky, eh?
Anybody
Nice
have
story.
ask without a
Tell you what.
trace?
This is what I can do. I can cast.
I have a
cast-
question.
Yes.
Having spent some time with this group, do you really think that we'd be able to successfully sneak past anything?
Well,
Boy, but you didn't have me before.
No, we
That
had the
does not
captain.
improve
The
my
captain was a
confidence.
very sneaky boy. and the captain left us, so
I have a
we no
plus
longer
10
have a sneaky boy.
I have a +10 modifier to my stealth, and I always roll with advantage because I'm wearing the boots of Elfkind, so...
Yeah, but is that enough to compensate for my +0?
Well,
Additionally,
could do a pass without a
I-
trace.
I can pass. I can do that. I can pass. I cast pass without a trace. Gives you big bonuses to stealth. Additionally, we only need to be super stealthy once we make it into the
Inner sanctum.
the inner part of the right. We make it.
Sanctum.
Yeah, we just have to think really hard to ourselves that we are not trying to escape, and then the Amu won't attack us until he's like, "Oh, look, they're trying to escape. We need to eat him."
Got it. Well, let's be off then, shall we? Anybody know any travel tunes? Pop it on, sing along a little bit. Liven the mood on the journey.
I swear, if he's a bard.
Look at me. Look at me, Zadar.
I'm really tempted to
Zadar,
use gaseous form
this
on
is
him to
really-
just turn him into smoke for an hour.
This is really important. We are trying to be sneaky, no singing.
You just said we're not trying to be sneaky yet.
Anon, if you ruin this, I will personally feed you to the Amu.
If you ruin this, I will ruin you.
Sounds like a plan, Goncho. Anybody heard of Kids Bop?
Oh,
No, please, no. Please, no. Oh, no. Ashes save me. Story dreams. Oh, dreams save me. This is what we can do. If we all travel together, we can be very sneaky. Now, from DM perspective, how it's going to work going forward, if you do attempt to try to make it into the lair of the Amu, there is going to be 3 stages. Actually, technically 4. One is making it through the coral forest. Very, very low DC check. A DC 5. Stealth check to make it through. Then you have to make it into the stairway down into the lair. That is going to be a DC 10 for you all to pass. And it's a group stealth check. So you guys will automatically pass without a trace. Unless one of you rolls a natural 1.
Huh.
Even with a natural one, we'd still succeed.
Oh, that's true. Like multiple of you would have to roll with a natural 1.
More than half.
Yeah, more than half of you would have to roll with a natural 1.
All right.
Then
Even a natural one is 11 with pass without trace. Unless you got like a big negative bonus.
I don't think any of us have that except maybe Grave because of his armor.
Yeah, but
most have. Wait, you have advantage on stealth?
no disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
So it
Well,
doesn't make it very bad, even though like I have like a 5.
You have a +5? Oh,
No, I got
already.
like total 5.
So, then you guys make it into the swimming portion.
I'd have
And
advantage on
Min, this is actually really important. Min, you have like the previous journal of the person who made it to the center, so you know all of this. So you know that there's a swimming section that you have to avoid touching the coral at all costs. If you guys pass the stealth check, then you make it into the very center, and that is where it is the final one. Now, once you're at the very center of the lair of the Amu, you can teleport out. As long as everybody is in that room, everyone that you want to teleport out can teleport out.
I say we go for it.
Ellie, can't you just fly all of us over the water?
No.
She's like, I don't feel like it.
No, I just signed it away to the Dreamweaver.
She's not able to use all of her power when
Convenient.
she's in the kind of the territory of the Dreamweaver.
That's very convenient.
Well, I'd say it's really inconvenient, but I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, Virian.
Well, while this is all going on, can I be wrapping my guns? So I want to, and DM with your discretion, have one shot with the ghost rifle before like a homemade silencer is useless. So I get one shot with that one, and then I get maybe like 2 or 3 shots with each of the pistols. So then that way I can have like a suppressor, like a homemade suppressor.
Interesting.
Because it wouldn't take very long to do, because you would just, so like people have been you can do this with just like literally like cloth or a blanket. You wrap the ends of them.
Make me a
Are you here?
tinkerer's check. So that is going to be your sleight of hand plus your dexterity plus proficiency.
Would I be able to
I
have
cast
that
guidance.
All of a sudden, Zatara, as you
freaking
reach
artificer.
out and you place your hand upon Clayton, this knee-jerk reaction that you have to assist, to help. You place your hand upon Clayton and you cast guidance.
You get a +3 bonus.
He's a bard, isn't he?
As you cast this spell,
I'm thinking Flash of Brilliance is Artificer.
as you cast this spell, a lance of pain shoots through your head. Your vision goes black, and a memory is thrust upon you.
He said thrust.
As you stand surrounded by many people, you look down at the book, a black book you hold in your hand.
Says Death Note.
Around you, you can hear the faint sounds of cheering, rejoicing, and happiness. You look down, and scrawled in your own handwriting upon the face of the first page is a phrase. You recognize this phrase. Something that grants you power. Written upon the page is the phrase, Sic nos iris.
Nope, don't like that.
From us, thus to them. And you go ahead and unlock one of your special abilities.
Which one?
Your very first one. Hidden ability number 1. I will add this to the character sheet tonight, but this is what is like you watch as like you come back into the present. You look down at the book in your hand, all of a sudden it like lights up, glows. You all see that his book flies open, and scrawled upon the first page you see like it's like as if someone is standing there writing it out. Sic nos iris. From us, thus to them. And right below it kind of describes what? Oh. No. Sorry,
I now have theories about Anonymous.
So that was my sorry. This is what it reads below that. Not exactly, but this is what you get the sense of your ability. As an action, pick a number of creatures equal to your charisma modifier you can see within 30 feet of you. You may include yourself. All creatures you target must make a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw. They may choose to fail. You may then rearrange up to half the remaining hit points of each of the creatures that you can see that fails both saving throws. You may only use this ability once every long rest.
Dang.
But yeah, that blinding light shoots through you. That memory kind of comes through as you cast guidance to help Clayton.
Boy.
Can I say my theory?
Sure, if you want.
No, I don't have any theories about men. Although now you're gonna make me think. Anyway, probably off the nose a little bit here, but I think that he might be an agent from the original world. Might be hunting down the god killer. Because I remember the Soknos Ilis thing from back in college.
What?
DM's description.
Yeah, that's from a previous campaign.
Huh? Oh yeah.
I was telling Josh, I was from a different campaign that we had done.
Bro, just so you know, now that this is out, I mean, I could tell them, right?
Yeah.
Krell was a character that I made and played for the better part of like almost 2 years in two or three previous campaigns. So that's the butler. But I remember very vaguely this incantation, the Soknos Eles thing. I don't remember quite what it did, but you're making me think that this guy might be from that original world.
You never know. We'll find out. But Clayton, go ahead and roll for me.
And did I have an advantage or just a +3?
Just the +3.
Just the +3.
Okay, so then I rolled a 19.
Okay, 19?
It was a sleight of hand, right?
Yeah. Slight yeah, it will be the exact same roll. You are able to make it so you can get one shot off with the ghost rifle, and only one shot off with your rifle with your revolver before the suppressor wouldn't work too much anymore.
Okay.
Hi, Caleb.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. All right. Well, with that, I think that might be a good place to end tonight's session as you all begin to prepare your way to travel through the coral forest and make your way off of the island of Onfarinia.
My dear friends, come here, come closer. Thank you so much. You have watched the video, you made it to the end. Truly, it means so much to us, but we wanted to thank a couple more people. Of course, we thank you. You are one of the greatest people to thank because, quite frankly, we do this for you. This is for you to watch. Other than that, it's just a bunch of friends being idiots together. So, thank you. Obviously, we want to thank the Tavern Tales and Studio Shinto, who they created this beautiful game with all these fun things to play with, and it's a great place for us to come together to play the game we all love. All right, next up, we wanted to thank all of our players for everything that they do, the time that they take out of their day to come here every week and pull off stupid shenanigans like we do. So, thank you to all of the players, and to our DM, of course, as well, Caleb Reynolds. Very good DM. Top notch. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, of course. There's a cameraman here. We are very grateful for our dear videographer, Trevor Jones. Thank you for all you do. There's just so many things. I have a good one. Babies from the Tavern. If you have not seen their channel, they also play D&D in Tavern Tales like us, and their content is perfect. I love it. I love it. You should go check them out. We will leave a little link here and down below as well. With that, I think that's all of the thank yous that we have. But just a petite little reminder to subscribe if you are not subscribed, so that you get all of our notifications when we are posting our fun videos for you. And to watch it for the shorts that we will be posting, and then come back here to this video, find the timestamp, drop it in the comments, and we'll give you a little shout out here. So thank you again for everything so much. Goodbye, and we will see you next time on the Arcane World. Bye bye.